Hey guys, welcome back to Holly Scoops Just Say, and I'm Heather Gardner.
And I'm Madison Hill.
And we are so excited because we have a very, very special guest, like a celebrity guest.
Yes,
today.
Stop.
Oh, no. This is Mercedes from the Shaw's of Sunset. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And we put you in the throne.
Which feels just fun.
Doesn't it?
Goes with her fabulous look.
I know.
Thank you.
You like seriously stepped up your game today. I'm glad you're here though, because we are talking about Bella Hadid today, who she's kind of thrown out there that she wants to step back from the modeling world and kind of do other ventures,
Yes.
which I think a lot of celebrities, and maybe you have experience with this as well, going from one thing you're really good at, modeling, into something else, which she says she's hopefully going to be good at, which would be acting.
It sounds way too premature when you're killing it in the game to just pull the rug out from under yourself and be in your prime. And I mean, I really would say that she's in the top 3 or 4.
Absolutely.
You know,
Agreed.
and why would she at such a young age ever even want to piss off the fashion world, or put those, like, that energy of sort of like swatting food and money out of your hands? I don't understand it. I don't know if it's just some bad advice that someone has given her. And, you know, I hope for her sake and in my opinion that she doesn't quit so early on.
That's how I feel. I feel like she just is right now peaking.
Yes.
And to all of a sudden switch, when I read this and it was like her new goal is to win an Oscar, I was confused. I was like, but you're on all these high fashion campaigns. How can you already want to switch?
And the thing is, too, you said it right. She's in her peak, and you brought up her age too. Mind you, she is only 20 years old, and she only just kind of gotten to that 3 because let's face it, for the last few years she's been Gigi's little sister, and now finally she's kind of going over that edge where, wait a minute, she's Bella Hadid. She's not Gigi's sister.
Absolutely.
She is her own persona, and she just only landed, I would say, I mean, I'm not in the modeling world, but I would say when you walk the Victoria's Secret fashion show runway, that's like the pinnacle for models, and she only just got it, like just the one time. It does seem
and
premature.
all of the highest and all of the high-end brands of fashion. And she doesn't look like Gigi's sister. She has a completely different face. And you know, we have seen her transformation over some light tweaks in the doctor's office.
Yeah,
and so
yeah, that's a nice way to put it, a nice subtle way.
You know, like seriously, like the thing with women, young women these days, is they can be inspired by watching some movie in the middle of the night where, you know, she could have seen an old Hollywood actress do something great, and then just you wake up and you're like, that's it, and I'm just gonna get an Oscar, you know?
Oh, it's funny. It's funny you say that because she has in so many interviews said that about models. She's like, I just always looked at Twiggy and I always looked at Cindy Crawford and I wanted to be that. So I can 100% imagine her being
she
like,
couldn't sleep one night.
Exactly.
Breakfast at Tiffany's is
the
on.
insomnia kicked in, and now she has a new career goal.
And she's probably also done so much high fashion modeling. She feels like she's probably knows that inside and out, and this would be some uncharted territory. But if that's another problem, she didn't have to work her way to where she is.
I was going to bring that up too, and here's the thing, and the sad part maybe about it is, let's face it, her dad is a bajillionaire. I mean, they never had to want for anything. They wanted to be models. They were beautiful. The parents were like, let's make this happen.
Well, and Yolanda was also in the modeling industry as well, so the connections were kind of already there for them.
And Yolanda even said she did the reality show to kind of promote her daughters. If she wants to get in the acting world, phone calls can be made and it can be done, but will it actually be
I did appreciate she said she would need to take acting classes. I at least was like, okay, you're not just expecting your name to get you there, so I do have to give her respect for that.
At the very least, of course. But you know, there are the models like Christy Turlington and the original supermodels. They went into acting because they were at an age where they were ready to retire, and they were being replaced, but they had already had long, strong, you know, decades, career spanning over like 3 or 4 decades. So this is over like 2 years.
Exactly. She's 20 years old. I just feel like I can't take her seriously right now. Maybe if she was at least 25 and she kind of had done everything in the modeling world, because I feel like she is like really popular, but isn't there much more to do
in the industry? You know, I wish I could name the actor who was the kid in 2.5 Men.
Oh,
See, my fiance knows the name of every person that's ever walked the earth. But sometimes people who succeed for such a long time in one particular thing might also feel like what they're doing is not, for some weird thing can impact you where you feel like, wait, am I making the right contribution? Am I doing the right thing? Am I wasting my time? Is this meaningless? Is this meaningful?
Right.
You know, and so she could have also been influenced where she questions how useful she feels in the world as a model.
Right.
And that actor who, he's so somewhere low key went to a media outlet, and it was someone in a church that made him repeat that, his job is mindless entertainment. I mean, mindless entertainment is the only thing I care about in this world. It's like, this is what we do when we want to relax and laugh, and
Same. That's why I got into entertainment news in the first place, because I needed a break from the news. I needed a break from that. I wanted to go away to someone else and
smile.
Yeah,
and it's okay.
Well, it kind of sounds like you have some personal experience with this. So let's talk about your show here for just a second. You're in the 6th season. Do you feel like kind of like Gigi? I mean, that you want to do something else. Oh, did I say Gigi? I meant Bella. You're right. Thank you. That you want to maybe, have you tapped everything you possibly could in the reality TV world?
No, I haven't tapped into anything. What I started doing way before the show started was real estate. Residential real estate is something I thrive at it. I'm at my happiest. When you start shooting a reality show, you don't quite realize at the time that what you do is almost a year-round, full-time commitment.
Wow.
So you don't tell a client that you're dedicated to finding a home that you only have, from 1 to 2 on Wednesday from 3:30 to 4:30.
Yeah.
So if anything, it's a struggle to make sure that you can balance everything that you had before the show while you're doing the show. And then all of the ancillary benefits of, promoting something. I would just want it to be something that I'm really passionate about. Something that I have done is Liquid Lips by MJ.com, which is actually, I'm wearing one of the colors. You look like you could be wearing almost
I know,
yeah. It's definitely very on trend right now. And but I wouldn't do just anything, because your time is so limited when you're on a show that you have to make sure that every single thing you dedicate yourself to is worth your while. So that includes, so that's why your circle of friends has to get smaller, and you want to be prioritizing the things that should genuinely be prioritized.
Can you believe that it's already been 6 seasons? Does it feel like it's just flown by?
They have robbed my life.
They robbed my entire I remember when it premiered, and it's just, I can't imagine how it feels for you actually living it.
Yeah, I thought it was a fluke that we would do just once and have, dinner with Ryan Seacrest at the Soho House, and then we'd go back to, our lives. And I loved my life as well before. Now you just have to sort of fight for who you are in and out of the final edits of, the show is 12 or 13 episodes. Our lives are like year round.
Yeah.
So that's kind of tough.
You're planning a wedding right now. You talked about balance. I mean, how? You have this
how does that work?
Plus the show, plus interviews like this, and you're planning a wedding?
And I have a lot of very opinionated friends. My girlfriends they each have their own idea about what I should be wearing. They reach out to my dress designer and start giving them orders.
Is that too much?
It's so rude, and then
you're like, I got it under control.
Yeah, and then people, and then there was also, my dad wasn't well, so I put the whole thing off, and so then people question whether or not Tommy and I are even together anymore.
Of course, because everyone feels like they know you, so they can just go ahead and put that out there.
And then, and all the naysayers like, we knew that she couldn't keep a man. Y'all aren't together. He dropped you. You're just like Vida. You're the, evil. I'm like, listen, I'm not going to defend my mom's bad behavior, but also, like, I'm good. We're good. Life, what you do find on our show is that you will go through all of the ups and downs of finding love and navigating through what the family members want and his side of the family and where and the location and like we were saying, just everyone in your life who cares. But it's even outside of that. Then I had to hurry up and get pregnant before the doctor said, you're risking losing that window and all of that sort of thing. So I feel very much like I'm just every woman's issue is all happening in this person. So I'm happy to share that. Yeah, but I'm just happy that it's all out there.
Yeah. That's good though, because you seem like a very open person, and we just met. But I mean, honestly, I feel like we could talk. Like I feel like your struggles are my struggles, or your struggles between career and family. So it's nice that you have that outlet to put it out there for the rest of the women out there. So I applaud you in that.
Thank
I really
you.
do. I really do.
Thank you.
All right, guys, listen, we do have to wrap this up, even though I feel like we could go on
all
day talking about the Shahs of Sunset here. But why don't you go ahead and plug where the show is and where they can find you on Twitter, because you got to keep up with this girl.
Okay, so Shahs of Sunset airs on Sunday nights on Bravo TV at 8 p.m. And what else are we saying?
Twitter, Instagram, where can we find you?
My handle, yes, and my social media handle is Mercedes Javid on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. Everywhere that there is me on social, it's Mercedes Javid.
I love that. I love that. Thank you so much for joining us. And I feel like you really elevated our discussion on Bella.
Yay!
Thank you so much.
Yes, comment below with what you think on Bella. And also, if you're a fan of the show, please leave Mercedes some love here.
Thanks.
Subscribe to our channel, guys. And we will see you back here tomorrow.
Bye, guys.